Last night I had Jim Beam. I had, I'm looking at the bottle right now. I think I had about 30% of it. And I took no hangover remedy and I went to sleep around midnight. And I think I've been up since 4:30 a.m. It's about 7:30 a.m. right now. I'm going to be talking about the shadow today. I'm going to be talking about the shadow today. I have done some talk about it before, but it's important to me and it means a lot to me. Right now, I'm just feeling quite obtuse, amused, a little sad, and I'm just trying to rationalize my actions that took place last night after I drank, and I'm not very happy by them. My ugly shadow, it showed itself. You know, this ugly, bitter, resentful, bechara side of my personality came out. And truth be told, I'm kind of ashamed of myself. I have no explanation to give. The shadow, the inner lurking ghatiyapan, it came out. And I'm not an apologist or a conformist. I'm a rational, open-minded, caring, graceful person. I'm not a disobedient, disgraceful, disrespectful philanderer, as I might often come across. I'm not at all like that. In fact, I'm so not it, probably a better person than 100% of you. No shame in saying that. This is the shadow coming to the fore. This is my shadow speaking in my conscious mind, but it is there. Is the shadow an ego? Is the shadow an unconscious self which we hide from the world? Most people have two faces. The Japanese say most people have three faces in fact. One that they show to themselves, one that they show to the world, and one that they show to nobody. The face we show to nobody is a face we are not even aware of. Now, a lot of psychologists speak about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, the waking life, the sleeping life. There is a difference in the waking life and the sleeping life. You might be involved you might have these dreams in which you are involved in some kind of a compromising sexual activity with somebody you would never want to have any kind of sexual activity with in your dreams. And you wake up and you're like, that is so disturbing. Is that then the shadow? No, that is not the shadow. That is you basically dreaming about doing something which is ridiculous and disgusting to you in the waking life. But when we are asleep and we are subconscious, unconscious, our ego takes over. Our ego disallows us to limit morally our sexual partners. So Sigmund Freud, he said in a book that when we sleep, the psychology of dreams is such that we are not able to stop. There's no gap. There's no morals. There's no limitations to whom you can have sex with in your dreams. So you might dream about doing it with people you can probably never imagine or would want to, even if it's immoral. One reason I'm often angry, one reason I'm often angry with others is that I feel when I don't do something, then why does somebody else do it? When I'm following my prescribed path, when I'm controlling my urges, when I'm disciplined, when I'm taking care of others, why am I not getting that back from other people? Why am I not getting what I am sowing into this universe? And this oftentimes leads to it's recording, I hope. This oftentimes it leads to a lot of dissatisfaction and anger towards others. But then the real thing is, I'm not asking for I'm not being told by anybody to do this, right? I'm doing it out of my own volition. I'm doing it out of my own prerogative. I'm doing it out of my own kindness or gracefulness or foolhardiness of my heart and soul and mind and brain. Then what gives me the right to expect others to also follow suit? Everybody has their own priorities, which I should be absolutely okay with. But then why do I get angry? Why do I have so much of pent up frustration? Where does it come from? Why is there so much of resentment and anger in me? Is it because I'm not happy? Okay, happiness is such a stupid word. I'm not happy with the station of life right now. Is that it? Maybe that's the truth. Does it happen because I expect a lot out of people? Because I give a lot to people? I think this is the most true statement I can make about myself. But then nobody's asked me to do those things, So what gives me the right? Third, maybe recently my ego is growing, probably because I do YouTube. Maybe my ego's, I often think about this, by the way. I often think maybe my ego is growing. Maybe I'm disconnecting from people in my real life, not because I think I'm done with their BS, but maybe I'm disconnecting with people from real life because I've always wanted to do that somewhere. And now that I have an outlet, a creative outlet, I'm perhaps misusing it, and I'm misguided about how I'm using it. There is a reason I pay so much of attention to language and the words I use, and the reason is basically I do that because I want to have a very clear understanding of the world. And you're only as good, you're only as capable, you're only as clear-headed as the words you use. So for people who have lesser vocabulary, or not a good vocabulary or limited vocabulary, that is their station in life. That is their understanding of the scheme of things. You need to constantly improve your vocabulary. I need to work on my vocabulary. And my brain is such a drought right now because I've only read 15 books this year. My goal was 100 books. But like an idiot, majority of the 15 I read when I was sober. Like an idiot, I picked up the bottle again. And I think this alcohol is slowly consuming me too much. I was speaking to the camera and I was saying that when I look around this room, all I see are bottles of alcohol and empty glasses and hangover medicines and coffee mugs and some weights I see. But this basement of mine, I think I have abused it. But this is just an extension of myself. My real, more wholesome self is my mind. And right now my mind is suffering. It is begging me to stop drinking. It is begging me to stop making a fool of myself. It is begging me to stop being so ignorant about myself. It is begging me to stop rationalizing all my actions by drinking online. It is begging me to stop disassociating with my former self. It is begging me to go back to who I was when I was 24 and when I would look down on alcoholics, and now I'm just one. I'm genuinely considering never being drunk on camera again, and I'm genuinely considering sobriety. I had my goal of the year was to read 100 books. I've only read 15 so far. It is almost June 1st. So I have 7 months and 85 books. If I continue drinking, I will not get anywhere. I don't think I'll even hit 50 books, frankly speaking, the way I'm going. And it's very sad. It's making me very sad because I'm not doing enough to improve my soul. I'm not doing enough to improve my brain. I'm not doing enough to... I'm not doing justice to my name, man. And I'm not even able to look into the camera right now because I'm so ashamed of myself. And there's a shame that comes with knowing, by being cognizant of yourself and your actions and being unable to probably follow up with them, man. It's just a kind of a shame. It's just a sad day, man, for me. Oh, I'm so let down by myself. I'm so let down. I'm so let down by what my family thinks about me, by what my extended family and my friends and cousins, they probably think about me. I care a lot about how I'm perceived. It's just who I am. I do not want to be miscommunicated. I don't want to be misjudged. I care so much about all that. And it's a sad place to be. You're neither here, you're neither there. You run away from people's opinions, but you get caught up in your own BS, and that's the worst kind of caught up. When you're caught up and you're able to recognize the bullshit. Good chat, guys.